executed, top quality from Chris Wood. He just gets enough on that ball.
Manchester City fan has thrown that back on. The referee's allowing play to go on, as Andre Ayew now gives it to Mangala on halfway. Now Freuler, back for Oral Mangala. Plays it to his left for Felipe. Felipe forward to Ayew. Tucks it back for Mangala again. And Mangala gives it to Worrell. Worrell out to the right-hand side for Nico Williams. Williams tucks it back again for Worrell. Worrell for Freuler. As much possession of Forest have kept in the game. Williams forward to Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White moves it quickly to Johnson. Johnson right wing. Johnson cutting in. He's away from one. He's into the penalty area. Leaves it for Gibbs-White to cross. And it's in! It's Chris Wood back post! That's brilliant from Gibbs-White and Johnson! And Chris Wood from a yard out gets his first Forest goal! Low ball in from the right-hand side. Gibbs-White and Johnson were brilliant down that right side. There's always the question, was Chris Wood onside as he got to it at the back stick? But that was brilliant football. Superb from Gibbs-White, finding Johnson, and Johnson ghosted away from two into the penalty area, gave it back to Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White drove it in low and hard. It came back post, and Chris Wood was on hand to tuck it home if he was onside, and I think he was. I think Ruben Dias may have played him on.
Forest now looking the likelier winners, and it goes towards Chris Wood. Gets the all-important touch, and might just have won the game for Nottingham Forest. Hasn't been on long. Chris Wood has made a massive difference.
Well, it's all about the quality yet again. I've been saying it all the time, the balls that have been put in the box from wide areas at times have been absolutely superb. And this goes along with it. They thought they'd dealt with it there. Joe Worrell does well, plays it quickly. Look at the quality of that ball in there. And that's one hell of a header, really is.
Away by Sangare. Gibbs-White for Elanga. Through it goes here for Woods. Charging through on Kaminski. Finds the finish. That's what the City ground wanted to see. That's what they wanted to cheer. From a Luton Town free kick, Nottingham Forest grabbed the opener.
Well, it was like the red arrows going forward, wasn't it? How quickly that Forest break on the counter, but there is some unbelievable centre-forward play from Chris Wood here, and I really want to highlight it. Obviously, Gibbs-White does really well, the little touch from Elanga, but this touch across Reece Bird is fantastic by Chris Wood, because he knows he's putting then the defender in such a difficult position.
Dominguez through for Gibbs-White. Elanga towards Wood with a header, and that might be that. Chris Wood at the double, and that might be enough to grab all 3 points here at the City Ground. He's come up chunks for them today. Guiding that one home with his head to double his money.
See here with Elanga, does extremely well, drops the shoulder, comes back inside. The cross, it's got all the pace on it in the world.
Niakate, Murillo, Yates and Wood all in there. All decent in the air. Morgan Gibbs-White does get a good delivery, and Wood gets a lovely header. Forest are right back in it. He made the first, he's got the second. And there is suddenly life back in Forest at the City Ground.
Well, I said about the delivery, it's got to be right, and it was right. There's the header, it comes off somebody. I think that's an own goal, isn't it? Doesn't matter, for Nottingham Forest, it's in the back of the net. Pulls off just enough there. Decent header. It comes off a Bournemouth. Bournemouth defender, I'm not sure which one it was. You see him just pull back half a yard there, Chris Wood. That's what good strikers do. That's how they create the space.
Gibbs White now. Through for Elanga. Chris Wood is there! Wouldn't you just know it? How often does this happen? Back on familiar turf, back on the score sheet. Chris Wood, formerly of Newcastle United, taps it home for Nottingham Forest.
Well, it's a big goal. It's the counter-attacking moment. Kevin Trippier there. Gibbs White stays on his feet when there was a collision. He could have gone down and taken the yellow card. The pass is delightful, the way to pass.
Gift and the Akate. Now Elanga going through the gears. Helped to the ground by Isak, but the game goes on. Advantage played by Chris Kavanagh, and on goes Chris Wood! And what a finish that is! He just kept on going and going and going. And the advantage from Chris Kavanagh played a key role in the goal, which was so well taken.
Well, I'm pleased you've credited the referee there, Chris Kavanagh, because what you'll find, it's that counter-attacking moment once again, the transition with Elanga's pace. He gets done here. Many referees wouldn't have let that go, but what he does, he allows play to go on, and then Chris Wood finds himself in a one-on-one situation, and he does it, and he beats his man in Burn, and then he's got so much more to do. Just admire the quality of this finish from Chris Wood, if they manage to hang on.
Chris Wood is through again here, and the flag stays down. He's hat-trick hunting here, Chris Wood. That is beautiful. What a return to St James's Park. This season has been a real struggle at times, but you wouldn't know it based on that strike or this performance from Nottingham Forest. They have come here, they have turned the game around, and they lead 3-1 in Newcastle United's backyard.
Well, the linesman's left the flag down. We're going to see the replay here. Chris Wood, see if he bends his run, and it might actually be Livramento, because I think Livramento has played him on because he's scared of the run from Elanga.
Probing corner, fisted away by O'Donnell, who's certainly been up to the task since he came on. Mangala, Dominguez. Just going to toss the ball in, looking for a pass, and he's found one. Danilo. It's through to Yates. Oh, Wood! Right on the line, looked across at the assistant to make sure the goal was good, and Chris Wood comes up with the moment to win the tie.
Danilo sending it wide. Wood! 2-2. That is what he does best. A day where one striker has taken central billing, but it's the other centre forward that might have the last say.
Well, that was a ball just begging to be headed into the back of the net. Brilliant cross from Callum Hudson-Odoi. One touch to set himself, and on the move in between Pinnock and Ben Mee. They do have others who are out on loan, but he's the mainstay.
Puts him in a great position to be an important player of today, doesn't it? You know, he's got very much that kind of little bit of the championship kind of hustle and bustle this game, hasn't it? Makes it something entertaining.
Very much so. Gibbs White looking for Woods! A big goal in a huge game for Chris Wood, who netted twice against Luton earlier this season. Well, he's opened the scoring here with his 150th goal in English League football. He's into double figures for the season. And what a massive time to strike, Forest lead.
Well, he really is the man that gets the job done for Nottingham Forest. a really good finish, but this ball from Morgan Gibbs-White, he doesn't even look. He has that first touch, he's got his back to the play.
Hudson-Odoi. His battle with Munoz has been fascinating from start to finish this afternoon. First touch for Rayner, now Gibbs-White towards Chris Wood, looping in! Chris Wood delivers again for Nuno Espirito Santo. He delivers just when Nottingham Forest needed him most. There will be a check for offside, but Chris Wood, who scored at Luton a fortnight ago, might just have done it again.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be offside. It's well composed. Rayner just slip. Have a look at the pass.
Just at the vital second, the ball gets away from him.
Wood. 2-0 on too easy. So much time, so much room, and Chris Wood doubles Forest lead. Less than 20 minutes played. Rayner flat-footed, and Fulham already looking a beaten side.
Well, this is one Marco Silva won't want to watch back again. I'll tell you now, when they're in analysis next, they'll be watching this over and over, because from a Fulham perspective, it's absolutely terrible. Get me wrong, Chris Wood does well. He pops up in the pocket, nobody round him.
Here come Forest with Elanga. Does it break for Wood? It does, and he is irresistible at the moment. Scores for the 4th game in a row. It's his 12th Premier League goal of the season. He's in the top scorer charts, that's for sure. And a great conversion rate. And here he is, one chance, one goal, and it's 1-1.
Whilst Tottenham have been dominant, Nottingham Forest have had the odd opportunity on the counter-attack, and we did say that if a goal's going to come, you fancy it in behind the fullbacks. I actually think Mickey van der Ven makes a bad decision.
Montiel now for Anthony Elanga, also coming in today. And Elanga with a really positive run, and what a cross, and what a finish from a man who's no stranger to a goal at Turf Moor. It's Chris Wood. Inside 90 seconds against his former club, and Nottingham Forest have an early lead, and it owed much to a delightful delivery from Elanga.
Well, as I mentioned about the pace and how dynamic that both sides have in their front four, it's Elanga who starts today. He's up them 1v1, isolated against Charlie Taylor, and all he's got to do is just shift it just to the right-hand side, and then puts that ball in that corridor.
Toffolo. It's White now. Could be another opening here. And Chris Wood has diverted it in. The flag is going to go up though.
Yeah, when you have a look at that, you'd have to say that that should be a goal. So eventually when that ball comes to Chris Wood, he does divert it into the back of the net.
So this is going to be a goal for Chris Wood again at Turf Moor. Graham Scott waiting to hear that, and here is the confirmation.
And there's the second goal for Nottingham Forest.
Optimistic if you take the omens out of it. Here they are, really positive. Elanga gets it back from Wood. Yates, and the save, and it's there in the second attempt. Chris Wood with the opening goal for Nottingham Forest in the new campaign.
A striker's finish, Jackie. A poacher's goal. The anticipation, the expectation that just maybe this ball may ricochet back off the goalkeeper, off the post, anything. And that's a cool finish. Didn't snatch at it, Chris Wood. Just slots it past now to the goalkeeper. He'll be really disappointed that he fumbles a shot from Yates. The captain on, driving influence, there he goes, takes a touch. Not easy to keep that one down. Does well, Ryan Yates. He's sort of stuck under his body yet. Good technique. Not easy for the goalkeeper. I mean, that's really fired at him, isn't it? Low into the ground. He
just hope that the ball sticks or ricochets out wide and one of your defenders clear it. No such luck, and as I said, the instincts of a striker, Chris Wood, expectation, delivers goal number 1.
Elliot Anderson to take this corner kick. He has assumed a lot of the set-piece responsibility since stepping into this Forest side. Big money signing in the summer. Delivers deep this time and in. Wonderful header from Chris Wood, who Wolves had not picked up on that far post. And it's taken Nottingham Forest just 10 minutes to get themselves in front. Anderson's delivery, Wood's header, 1-0 Forest, and Sam Johnston beaten on debut already.
Yeah, Sam Johnston isn't happy. He thinks that Nottingham Forest had a player hit his eye line, but I do think it looks like Larson may have been playing the Nottingham Forest player onside. It's a good ball into the box. A lot of freedom for Chris Wood, who loves scoring against Wolves. Doesn't get a lot of power on the header, but it's enough just to evade past Sam Johnson, back across the goal. And Alanga definitely changes the thought process of Sam Johnson, but he's onside. And that gives Nottingham Forest the lead.
Has no history this season. And puts Forest in front.
Great pen, terrific pen. Didn't delay that run up, no stuttering and no looking at the goalkeeper, knew exactly what he wanted to do. Just going to run up to that and wrap his right foot around it and hit it hard. That's a great start for Forest. He may feel a little bit disappointed, Believer, however, they've got to bounce back and react from that.
Set-piece opportunity in the first half, but really was mixed up between them. Now it's in towards a danger area, and it's gone all the way in! And Nottingham Forest have opened the scoring! Right in front of the travelling Forest contingent! And Chelsea are undone by a set-piece!
Yeah, it really is unbelievable. I thought they will check it, but I don't think it's offside by any stretch. So it's always tight when we try and look across the line, but the ball into the box from James Ward-Prowse is brilliant. The little cushion header from Milenkovic, brilliant. And then executed, top quality from Chris Wood. He just gets enough on that ball because it's got pace. It spins away outside of the boot in that far corner.